Okay, so here we are. Very good morning.
Yay!
Very good
Good
morning.
morning, everybody. Welcome.
Welcome. I'm Angela, and I am from Nepal. We are both Anika and myself. We're both teachers at the school at Meravili, and I am from Nepal. And maybe Anika can introduce herself. My God, I'm talking too much.
Yeah. No, don't worry. So before I introduce myself, how long have you been living in Italy, Angela?
Oh, I've been living here for the past 5 years. Yeah, almost 5 years, let's
Oh,
say. And you?
okay. It's kind of similar. I think it's almost 6 years, like 5.5, almost six
Ah, I
now.
see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're a little similar in that way. So
Yeah.
my name is Anika. I'm originally from Bangladesh. And yeah, I've been in Italy for almost 6 years. I used to
Mhm.
live in Rome before I moved to Milan.
Oh, yeah.
So,
It's nice.
yeah, I used to.
Hmm.
It's a really nice city. But for
Oh, I
living,
love
I
Rome.
think I prefer Milan. Yeah? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I think I remember you saying that you
Yeah. I
love the
love
city.
Rome. Very
Hmm.
nice. I love Italy in general. So,
Hmm.
yeah. But I remember you lived in Malaysia too.
Oh yes, I've lived there for 7 years before I came to
7.
Italy.
Oh, what were you doing there?
So I at the beginning I was studying there at university.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and after that I started working there as well. I
Ah.
changed jobs a few times before I
Mm-hmm.
became a teacher over there.
Okay. In Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah. In Kuala Lumpur, have you ever been?
Yes, so many times. I love Kuala Lumpur. It's one
Yeah.
of
Did
my
you go there
favorite
for
cities.
traveling
Well, I went there
or
for
do you?
work because remember that
Mhm.
I was a flight attendant. So
Oh
I used to
yeah.
go there very often, actually, almost every month.
Mhm.
And then I also went there for a holiday because my husband hadn't been to Kuala Lumpur. So we actually,
Mhm.
and since I said, oh, Kuala Lumpur is the best and so on, he wanted to go. So we went there on
Wow.
holiday. Was
Hmm.
very nice, very nice. I love it. Did you like it?
Oh, I loved Kuala Lumpur. I miss it
Mm,
quite a bit sometimes,
yeah.
and
Oh,
also
the
because
food?
oh, I love Malaysian food.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
a lot of
absolutely.
rice. I used to
Oh,
be
my.
big fan of rice.
Yes. All the nasi goreng and oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
nasi ayam, things like that.
oh, love it.
Yeah.
Oops, where is everybody? It was the same
Well,
yesterday, especially for
hmm.
this level.
Yeah, I think this level is a tricky. It's difficult to.
Yeah. So tell me, how's your neighborhood? Let's talk about the neighborhood meanwhile. So
Oh yeah.
are they quiet? Are
So
they following the decree?
oh, good question. Well, if in case someone watches this later on, maybe we can
Mm-hmm.
explain the word neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
in case you're not familiar with it. So
Oh, we have someone.
neighborhood. Oh, great, great. So let's explain the word neighborhood.
Mhm.
Do you want to take that one, Angela? What is a
Yes.
neighbor?
Okay. So neighborhood is that locality, that area where you live in. Okay. So I would in the Italian word for it would be zona, I think.
Yeah.
Probably. Do you speak
So
Italian?
yes, I
Okay.
think it would be quartiere.
Okay. Quartiere. Oh, yes, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, quartiere. Hi, Clelia. I remember you from yesterday. I remember you, Clelia,
Oh,
Naples.
nice.
Hi, welcome.
Okay. Welcome.
So, neighborhood, the area where you live. Okay, nice. Great. So, tell us, are
So
they, yeah,
go ahead, Angela.
yes, are
So
they,
you were asking me if
yeah,
I like my neighborhood, if it's nice. Oh, great question. We can ask this to Clelia as well. I'm
yeah.
sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, Clelia. So
Uh,
tell us about your
Neighborhood.
Neighbor.
Yeah,
So
Clelia.
I think my neighborhood is I quite like my neighborhood because there are many students around. I live
Mm-hmm.
near the Polytechnical University.
Mm-hmm.
I live near Polytechnical University, and
Mm-hmm.
um, I've got a lot of parks around,
Mm-hmm.
and also it's quite convenient because there are a lot of shops and a lot of bars where I love to have breakfast sometimes.
Nice.
And yeah, the only thing I don't like about my neighborhood, or shall we say where the apartment where I live, is the
Mm-hmm.
tram because it just passes by my window.
Okay.
It'd be pretty noisy.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
What about you? Like, do you like your neighborhood?
Yes, I like my neighborhood. It's very nice. I live in a place called Solari. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we have a park nearby, and the park has a big swimming pool, and there are many schools and shops, restaurants nearby. So it's a very nice area. Supermarkets, etc. So it's a good area. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm. The only
Nice.
thing that I don't like, just just as you said earlier, is the tram that makes a lot of noise while passing by. But
True.
but it has its positive side too, because I use that tram to commute to go here and there.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's why.
Cool.
Oh, Clelia says, my neighborhood is near a train station called Garibaldi. Nice. In
Like
Naples.
that. Yeah.
Very
Nice.
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 Good. Very good. Mhm. Okay, so let's. Oh, I was just waiting for you to turn the page. I forgot that it's me. So today, so today we're going to be talking about neighborhood vocabulary. There are, and some adverbs of frequency. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put up these questions so that I can see you guys too. Okay, so Anika, would you like to start?
Hmm. Sure. So we can go with the first question.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you live?
Mm,
Okay. So where do you live, Talia? Or if there's someone else watching, where do
yeah.
you live? Tell us.
Clelia says that she's from Naples, but can you be more specific, Clelia? Tell us, I mean, uh, the name of your street, maybe, if you want, and yeah, maybe just that. We're on the internet, so
Yeah.
maybe not too much
Yeah,
info.
we don't want too much information on the internet.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
So we have talked about the first one, so I guess we
Yeah,
can
actually.
skip
Mm-hmm.
ahead to the second question. What
Mm-hmm.
neighborhood do you live in? So the
Mm.
neighborhood that I live in is called Città Studi. So it's
Mm-hmm.
a really big area, and there it covers uh, like sub neighborhoods, I would say. So that's where
Okay.
I live, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of very. There's a university nearby, so there are a lot of young people around. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
nice.
Okay. And are the students still here, or have they all gone home during the quarantine?
I think they've all gone home. It's really quiet now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's That's the nice thing about it, though. It's been quiet. You sleep better at night.
Oh yeah, with
Although
students
of
around.
course, there are a lot of things to worry about these days, given the
Yeah,
situation. But yeah,
exactly. Clelia lives in Naples. Okay, from Naples. Uh-huh.
have you ever been in Naples, Angela?
No, I've never been there. And Clelia
Hmm.
also says that her neighborhood is big. She has a big neighborhood. Okay, that's nice. Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm. Do you like your neighbors? Let's go to the fifth one because we have basically talked about um,
Hmm.
the neighborhood. Do you like your neighbors? Anika, do you like them? Do you
Your
know who they
neighbors.
are, first of all?
Actually, no. But before I get into the question, I just
Mhm,
want to let the viewers or like anybody who watches it later know that
mhm.
neighbors is not the same as neighborhood.
Oh
Neighborhood
yeah,
is the place, and neighbors are people who live in your neighborhood. Okay, so I'm going to write that down for you
very
guys.
good, nice.
So the spelling may be a little different in British
Yes,
English. So
exactly. Yeah. So if you see two different spellings, it's because of the British way of spelling neighborhood and the American style of writing neighborhood. Okay, neighbors and neighborhood.
yeah. So I do not know my neighbors, unfortunately, because my apartment is like on the side of the elevator. It's a little bit kind of isolated on the
Mm-hmm.
first floor.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't see a lot of people unless they're going down the stairs. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
sometimes I meet them in the hallway and say hello,
Mm-hmm.
but that's about it, unfortunately. Do you know
Uh-huh.
your neighbors, Angela?
I do know my neighbors, but we don't have like a very casual relationship. It's more like a very formal one, like hi, hello, how are you? You know, when you meet, and that's about it. Like as you say, but I do know. I
So,
mean, I know their names, and yeah, like, and they're
did you
nice.
used to know your neighbors at home
Back in
or in
Nepal,
places that you have lived? Yeah, I don't know, Nepal, Qatar, wherever
Qatar.
you have lived.
Well, in Nepal, yes, every
Hmm.
single one of my neighbors, because you know how the culture is there. Everybody has to know each other. Everybody's noses are in each other's business. But in Qatar, I didn't know my neighbors. They were constantly changing because Qatar is more a place where people come and go. They just come for work and they go.
Hmm.
So no, I didn't know. I might have known one or two of my neighbors, but they left or
Hmm.
and so on. So in 14 years that I was there in Qatar, I knew a couple of them. Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, Clelia says that she doesn't. I don't like my neighborhood.
Oh,
Why?
sorry.
No problem. Why? Why,
Why?
Clelia? Tell us.
Now I'm curious, Clelia. Why
Yeah.
don't you like your neighborhood? Okay. And oh, neighborhood. So you mean the area where you live. You don't like the area. But do you
Ah,
like your neighbors, the people who live in your neighborhood?
okay. Yeah. Good spotting.
So yeah. But that's
Mm-hmm.
nice. You used to know your neighbors. I never knew my neighbors, unfortunately. I wish I
Mm-hmm.
did.
Uh-huh.
Because also growing up, it was like our house was kind of separated from the others.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard to
Mm-hmm.
like come like even bump into anybody. Even if you did, you wouldn't know if the person lives around around the corner or something.
Oh, really? Uh-huh. Are you
Yeah.
talking about Malaysia or
Oh, Bangladesh,
in
Malaysia as
Bangladesh?
well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
In Bangladesh,
Mm-hmm.
our house was like separated. And
Mm-hmm.
then I remember on the right side, there used to be an embassy. There's a
Okay.
Libyan embassy. I
Oh,
think now they
Lord.
turned it into like a clinic or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then behind we had some houses. On the left side, we had, I think, a restaurant. So it was like not really many neighbors to hang out
Okay.
with.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like my neighborhood. Okay, so Clelia, let us know when you can why you don't like your neighborhood. Meanwhile, let's quickly move on to the other
Hmm.
slides. Okay, so maybe you can help me, Anika, with this. If you can match the pictures to the photo, match the vocabulary to the pictures.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
okay.
Okay. So before we move to this matching, there are just some comments from Clelia. She says,
Mhm.
because it is very good, you corrected yourself because it is chaotic and polluted.
Ah,
Nice. Oh, she's answering already, I
Oh,
think.
very good, very good.
Library. Well
Kalia, very
done.
good.
The first is library.
Okay, the first is library. Okay, let me just move there. Okay. So library, correct. B?
Yes. B, church. She says church.
Let me check it.
I think she's
Okay,
right.
very good. C?
Nice.
Any answers? Anybody? I can't see you guys, okay? So because I have the page, I'm looking at the page, so you'll have to.
Okay.
Any
Okay.
answers?
So C, yes, Kalia says post office. And I
Fantastic.
think she's absolutely right. Well done.
Yeah.
So we're waiting for the answers for D.
D. Yeah.
Yeah, very important these days.
Yes.
I think it's one of the places that are actually open these days.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so D, Clelia doesn't have the answer to D yet, but she says E is school.
Okay, so let's see. D would be the pharmacy, and E, she says school. Great. And then
Done.
you have
She
F.
also goes ahead to say E, F is dog park. Well done, Clelia.
And G, the hair salon.
Yes, hair salon is right.
Very good. Nice. Oh.
Maybe we can also talk about which one of those places we have in our neighborhood.
Yes, let's talk about them. Okay, do you want me to go back?
Yeah, I think we could just have
Yes,
a
better.
conversation about it.
Quickly.
Just in case.
All right.
Well done. I'm impressed by Clelia. Well done. Also, I'm curious about your neighbors. Clelia, do you know your neighbors? Remember, it's not the same as neighborhood.
Yeah.
It takes a while for me to comment.
Yeah, true. It's a little slow.
It's working now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. In your neighborhood, Anika, what do you have? I mean, are there any libraries, churches, post offices? Okay, let me know.
So for this list, I have a library, which I love. It's a small library, but there are some English books that I borrow from there. There is a church. Also, I think I have everything on the list in my neighborhood. There's also a school for little children, like just a few meters from my house, really.
All right, that's nice. Oh, we have somebody else commenting at the moment. Hi, Larcia. I'm from Milan, Mayas, Montenegro. Okay, great. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome, Larcia. Larissa. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Larissa. Okay, great. All right, so Larissa.
I used to teach in Montenegro for a while.
Yeah, you did.
Not sure if I've met Larissa. Yeah, not sure. Okay. Sometimes I remember the faces of students, but the names don't ring a bell sometimes.
Okay. Great. Tell us what you have in your neighborhood, girls.
Yes, you can talk about things you have on this list, and you can talk about things outside this list. What you have in your neighborhood. And Angela, what about you? What do you have in your neighborhood?
Yes, my neighborhood, we have a nice library. And yes, there's a very big church nearby. And yes, there are schools. I'm not sure about the post office, but there should be one. Well, I haven't seen it, but there might be one nearby. And yes, definitely, we do have a pharmacy and a dog park. And yes, there are several hair salons on my street, in my neighborhood. Yes, so we have quite a... Yeah. I really like my neighborhood because it's so ideally located and everything is nearby. um, lots lots of facilities. Yeah, so it's really good.
Cool.
Okay.
So, do you have
Yeah.
a dog, Angela?
No, I don't. No, no,
Hmm.
not in Milan. It's difficult. I have a daughter, so
Hmm.
a dog would be really an added responsibility. So no,
Hmm.
maybe when my daughter's a little bigger, when she gets a little older and she can
Hmm.
take care of the dog, and maybe then I can have a
Hmm.
dog. What about you? Do you have any pets?
Not at the moment. I really wanted a dog for a while, but
Mm-hmm.
then I know how difficult it's going to be given the amount of hours we have to stay outside your house,
Mm-hmm.
our houses. So the dog will really suffer if I'm
Mm-hmm.
not home enough or taking it out
Mm-hmm.
often enough.
Yeah.
So I think I might get a cat instead of a dog.
Yeah, cats are easier, aren't they?
Yeah, it's easier to take care of.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Oh, Clelia says that. Oops, I think we're
Sorry,
both
Angela.
pressing the button at the same. So Clelia says, I go often. I often go to the pharmacy and to the hair salon. Very nice. Good. Good sentence, except that I often go to the pharmacy, the hair salon. Larissa says, I like my neighborhood. I like my neighborhood in Corvetto. It's very nice. Okay, so Larissa lives in Corvetto. It's on the
Oh,
yellow line, if I'm not mistaken, right? The
yes.
the Corvetto. I remember seeing the name of that station.
It's close to Montenero.
Ah, so
And
it's
do
good
you
for
like
her.
your neighbors, Clarissa? So
Yeah,
neighbors are people in your neighborhood and not the place itself.
yeah,
Or do you know your neighbors?
yeah. Let us know. Okay.
And also tell us about the things you have in your neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah. What's it like in your neighborhood right now, Anika? Are there lots of people walking around, or are they following, you know, the law of the land at the moment?
No, I think they've been responsible these days, except for I see some people going jogging sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Um, and but most of the people are inside. They're being responsible. The only people I see around are people walking their dogs or going to the supermarket, things like
Yeah.
that. No, it's been really quiet, but although this week, starting this Monday, I think I can hear more cars around.
Another friend of mine said the same thing. Yes. Yeah.
Hmm.
I think people are just like getting a little, restless at home, probably because now we've been under lockdown for 20 days or so.
But I think
So
they're starting to work again. Maybe some places are opening up.
are they?
Maybe.
Because the
Who knows?
economy is going to take a hit.
It really is. So I don't know. It seems a little less quiet these days. So who knows?
What about your home country? Is it under lockdown? Do you have any news from there?
Oh yes, recently Bangladesh went into a lockdown as well, and they have also limited transportation. They have closed down some ferries um, and some other forms of transport. So I have been a
Oh,
little bit worried, but let's
uh-huh.
hope for the best. What about
Yeah.
in Nepal?
Yes, Nepal's under lockdown too.
Hmm.
They're being very careful because our neighboring countries like India have also gone under lockdown, and
Hmm.
there are lots of people who, unfortunately, these things are so unforeseen, and it was so sudden that there are many people who are homeless, and they don't know where to go, especially in poor countries. You can imagine.
Hmm.
I was just watching
Like in
some news.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, they don't know where to go because they don't have houses. So
Hmm.
it's very sad. Okay, so while waiting, Clelia says, in my neighborhood, there are a lot of churches, schools, pharmacies, and post offices. Okay, so because you used a lot of, so we would put it into the plural form. Okay. And Larissa says there are supermarkets and parks. Again, because you used are as in for plural, so supermarkets and parks, because we're talking in plurals here. Okay, so thank you so much. Anika's written there is plus singular, because is used for singular, and are is used for the plural form. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, so let's move on to the next slide, where I'm just going to put this on. All right, so. All right, can you see that, Anika? Is it clear?
I can see. Yeah, all right.
Okay, okay. Maybe you can read it for us if you don't mind.
Yes, of course. Use these words and phrases to describe habits. So some adverbs of frequency that we can use. They're never, always, every day, once a week, twice a month. So here are some examples to talk about how often you do something. So example, I never go to the dog park, which is true for me because I don't have a dog. I go to the cinema once a week, and I go to school every day. Okay.
All right.
So maybe we can go one by one and talk about things we never do, things we always do. So.
Yeah. Okay. And meanwhile, also Clelia and Larissa, can you write down what you never do, what you always do, what you do every day, what you do once a week, and what you do twice a month? So Clelia says, I go to the cinema once a week. Wow, that's nice. Good sentence. Very nice. I wish I could go to the cinema once a week. I miss going to the cinema because here, you know, like everything is in Italian. And so it's kind of difficult. All right, so let's start with what I never do. I never go to the dog park. Yeah, I never go to the dog park because just like Anika, I don't have a dog. So yeah, we never go to the dog park. There's no reason for us to be there.
Great. So I never go to the gym, although I should, but I never go to the gym.
Okay.
Which is not good, I know. Oh, Larissa here says, I am twice a week. So twice a week must go at the end of the sentence. It's not like never. So never goes just before the verb. Twice a week would be at the end. So I go to the library twice a week.
Okay, so I go to the bakery twice a week. Okay, very good, but at least you tried. Clelia also says she never goes to the dog parks. Okay, so Clelia says I always go shopping. Good. Nice.
Very nice.
Okay.
And what about Larissa? What do you always do?
Yeah, Larissa, tell us, what do you all do? So
Always
what do you do once a week? Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, let's talk about us. Anika, what do you do once a week?
So once a week, nowadays I go to the supermarket once a week.
Okay.
Only at the weekend, yes.
Okay.
Sometimes in 10 days. So usually once a week.
Okay. So Larissa, we don't say I'm go to the gym every day. You can just say I go to, I'm just writing it, I go to the gym every day. To the gym. Oh, I'm writing gum. Gym every day. Okay, Larissa. So we don't say I am. Okay, io sono. We don't say io sono. Just say io vado, no? I go to the gym every day. Okay. So let me correct that. Clelia says that, oops. Okay, so Clelia also says, wait. Okay. Every day I go, I'm trying to look for this one here. I every day go to the supermarket. So in fact, you can just say, I go to the supermarket every day. I go to the supermarket every day.
Ooh, every day.
Every
Really?
day,
Well,
also these days. Maybe she means in normal life when the lockdown is not effective.
that's quite often. Like to go to
Every
the
day.
supermarket every
True.
day is like really often. Really
Maybe she
frequent.
likes her vegetables fresh. Yeah.
Maybe.
So, Clelia, also in this case, I go to the theater twice a month. Okay. In this case, okay.
Yeah, so be careful of the spelling there as well. Month with TH.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. So we don't have a lot of options these days. It's either the supermarket or the dog park if someone has a dog.
Or the pharmacy. Third option.
Yeah.
Just
I
three
hope
places.
you don't need
yeah.
I hope you don't need to go to the pharmacy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, true. That's true. But the good news is that the rate of infections is declining at the moment. So we can finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, is what I think.
Hope so. I don't want to get too excited because I know
exactly.
yesterday that was great, but then just want to wait and watch what happens. Fingers
exactly.
Crossed.
Yes. Fingers crossed. This is how we do.
Yeah.
Oops. I don't know where the camera is. Okay. So hopefully this coronavirus will go away as soon as possible. Okay. So let's quickly go through never, always, every day, once a week, twice a month. Okay. So adverbs of frequency. Never. Well, the direct translation to Italian would be mai, I think. Anika, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Always. Yeah. Always would be sempre.
Yeah.
Every day would be ogni giorno, is it?
Yeah, ogni giorni.
Okay. Once a week, una volta per settimana, and twice a month would be due volte per settimana, right? I'm only using a little bit of Italian because of the level, so that they understand it properly, which they seem to understand, without any problems. Great.
Larissa, you never go to the cinema. Don't you like the cinema? Why don't you go to the cinema?
I never go to the cinema. Larissa.
Well, nowadays we have Netflix and we can just stay at home and watch movies on our computer. So probably this could be a reason to not go to the cinema.
But ever since I was a little girl, I always loved going to the cinema. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's the popcorn or just the thought of being at the cinema. I've always enjoyed it. You know, did you watch Bollywood movies while growing up, Anika?
Yes, but I've never watched Bollywood movies in the cinema.
No.
Okay. Why? Growing up, I never went to the cinema. Maybe twice.
No.
That's
okay.
It.
Oh my God. I used to go like every
older,
week.
Yes.
Every Hollywood movie. Yeah. every Hollywood movie, every Bollywood movie, I
Oh,
was,
wow.
there at the cinema, and I just loved that. That was like the hobby of
Hmm.
mine. Yeah.
Um,
Larissa saying
I
that
did
it's
watch.
just an example. It's just an example. Very good, Larissa.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Good. What you did watch something you were saying?
Yes, I did used to watch Bollywood movies at
Mm-hmm.
home, but I did used to watch them. They're quite different from Hollywood movies. Very
Yeah.
different kind of
Yeah.
entertainment.
Yes. And they're all mostly musicals because they get they make their profits by using the music in the movies. So sometimes the songs and the music makes more money than the actual movie itself. So
Hmm.
it's very, very commercial.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah. Good. All right. So let's see. Let's read this. Okay. What's in my English school's neighborhood? In this neighborhood, there is a school. In this neighborhood, there are, because it's plural, 2 dog parks. In this neighborhood, there are lots of restaurants, again in the plural form. Okay, so can you tell us, okay, girls, Larissa, Clelia, tell us what you have in your neighborhood using plurals and singulars. Okay, so there is a school, there are restaurants. Okay, very good. Larissa, very good. In this neighborhood, okay, there are many hair salons. You need to put an S because of the plural form. And schools, very good. Schools, you did good. All right, so nice. Okay, Clelia, you can also
Yeah.
practice with more sentences. Okay, you can write some more. All right. In
So
Malaysia,
this is
Anika.
sorry. Go
Sorry.
ahead.
No, I was just trying to make conversation. In Malaysia, what was there in your neighborhood?
So where I used to live, there was a swimming pool
Mm-hmm,
because it was a whole condominium with
mm-hmm,
which came with a swimming pool and a gym
mm-hmm.
for
Nice.
anybody living there, which was
Mm-hmm.
really nice, really, really
Okay.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
There were some convenience stores that were open 24 hours a day.
Oh yeah, nice.
Mm, yeah, which was
7-Eleven.
great.
Yeah. Do they have
Yes, it
7-Elevens?
was 7-Eleven.
7-Elevens.
Oh
Yeah.
goodness. And
Okay.
there was 7-Eleven. And then there was a metro stop,
Mm-hmm.
which was very convenient, got me straight to work.
The Sky Train. They call it the Sky Train, don't they? In Malaysia.
In Malaysia,
Yeah.
um,
What was it called?
I remember it was LRT and
Oh,
monorail.
LRT and monorail. Yeah, SkyTrain was
Yeah.
somewhere else. I think it was Singapore. Yeah. So
Probably.
yeah, monorail and yeah.
LRT. So we were talking about metros in Italy. It's funny how they have different names in different countries.
True. Yeah, yeah.
And what about in Nepal?
In
Did you
Nepal,
have?
well, we had a very big supermarket nearby. We have a very, because it's still ongoing. We have a big supermarket nearby, and well, our house. Well, while I was growing up, the neighborhood was not very developed. There were just a few houses, but now if you go there, you're going to feel like you're in the middle of a city. It's like buildings everywhere, shops, restaurants. It's like it's
Yeah.
crowded, and
Mm,
so things happened very fast. Yeah.
mm.
Yes, and there are schools, there are pharmacies, there are hospitals. It is really, really buzzing. Buzzing, it's crowded. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good word. Buzzing with people.
Excuse me. Okay, so Clelia says there are lots of Clelia, bars, because lots of again goes into plural, and so there are lots of bars because it is near the train station. Nice, good sentence, just that you missed your bars and your article. Okay. In this neighborhood, Larissa doesn't want to write neighborhood. In this neighborhood, there are 2 churches. Very good. Nice. Good sentence. Just your churches is spelled with an E, but you got the idea, Larissa. Very good. Yes. Good, Clelia. Clelia has also written bars. Nice. So, nice. Great. Let's move on to the next page. Next slide. Okay. Can you read this for me, please?
Yes.
If you don't mind, Anika.
So, meeting with the mayor. Prepare for a meeting with the mayor. Tell the mayor what is and isn't in your neighborhood. So we can do or maybe a role play and
Great, let's do that.
There are some examples here. It's really small, so I'm going to read from the slides in my computer.
Okay.
In a second. So it says, in my neighborhood, there is a dog park, but there isn't a school. In my neighborhood, there are 3 supermarkets, but there aren't any libraries. So it sounds more like a complaint. So you're telling your mayor that these are problems. We need these things. So you can tell us as well, Larissa and Clelia, or whoever else is watching, what you want in your neighborhood. So you don't have it, but you want it.
Yeah. Is there anything you want? Yeah, Anika, I was going to ask you the same question. Let me think about my neighborhood. Do I want something in my neighborhood? I have to admit that nothing is lacking in my neighborhood. We have everything, actually. I think we have everything.
Oh, that's nice.
So no.
I'm sure I would like something in my neighborhood. I think I would like the tram in my neighborhood is very convenient, but it's very noisy. It's one of those very old trams, which is like very noisy and it's like ground shaking. So I would tell the mayor to replace it with one of the newer trams, so it won't make so much noise.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What I want for my neighborhood, and I think that's about it.
Yeah, because I think that neighborhood is quite a good neighborhood, Chittastudi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
quite
more
a
street
developed.
markets. I love street markets.
Oh yeah, street markets. Yes, definitely. More street markets. Okay, so maybe we can, while they're writing, maybe we can just move on to the next page. Okay, a quick review of what there are and what there aren't. Okay. So it's just basically the same thing. All right, so we're going to be talking about the things that are in our neighborhood, why we like our neighborhood, why we like our neighbors, maybe. Yeah, just, is your neighborhood famous for anything? Maybe you can write and tell us if your neighborhood is famous for anything, or maybe your town or your city, if it's famous for anything. Should we start, Anika? What do you think? Is your neighborhood famous for anything?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Also, for the viewers, you can give us recommendations. So if we visit your neighborhood, something famous we need to check out. So for me, I think in my neighborhood, I would recommend visiting this botanical garden. It's very small, but it's nice. It's free of charge, and it's a nice place for going for a walk. And I imagine that in spring it must be really nice to hang out there.
Yeah.
And lots of flowers, variety of trees. So the
Mm-hmm.
botanical garden is recommended.
Oh,
Also,
nice.
there is a nice restaurant
Mm-hmm.
where people like to dance as well. Sometimes it's called Balera de la Ortiga. So it's
Mm.
like 2 minutes from my house,
Mm-hmm.
and it's quite popular. So I haven't danced there, but I think I liked the food the one time that I went there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the good thing about Italy is like you just walk into any restaurant and you can be sure that the food is good. It's not like the other parts of the world where you have to be a little careful. All right. Clelia says that there isn't a public library.
Oh,
That's a
that's
pity.
a problem. That's a pity.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something to
Yeah.
talk to the mayor about.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you have a library in your neighborhood, Angela?
Yes, we do. There's a big library here nearby. And
Cool.
unfortunately, I don't have a lot of time to go
Mhm.
there, uh, but yeah, I'll be going there soon.
Cool.
With work and a little child to take care of, and juggling these things together and my husband usually travels for work, so
Mm,
yeah, handling
mm.
everything together it's
Oh, I can
it
imagine.
fills up my day.
Yeah,
Let's say. So time for
yeah,
reading is limited, to say the
sure.
least. Mm,
Yeah, need time for that.
yeah. And yeah, in my neighborhood, I would say Solari is very famous for their park. Yeah, because we have a very nice big park in this, let's say, almost center of the city. And as I told you earlier, it has a big swimming pool where a lot of people come to learn swimming. They have classes for children. It's really nice and clean and well taken care of. Yeah, I like that about my neighborhood. Other than that, Solari is known for their street markets. So there are
Mm.
a few street markets, like I think it's Wednesday or so, we have a couple of street markets. It's a very long street. Okay. So a couple of street markets along the way. And what else? There are many nice schools in this neighborhood. Yeah.
Nice. Hmm.
So elementary schools, I think high schools,
Hmm.
and there are a few private schools, dance schools. Yeah, so
Cool.
quite interesting. In fact, we have a student at Meravili who is a teacher at one of these dance schools.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, yeah. She
What
is
type of dance does she do?
a ballet. So
Oh,
classical, they call it classical here in Italy.
hmm.
Yeah, so it's just ballet that she does, and she, yeah, she used to be a ballerina at the theater here. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, very nice, very very nice. All right, guys, so almost time to wrap up. Okay, so remember, there is for singular, there are for plurals. Neighborhood is the area you live in. Neighbor is the person who lives near you. Okay. What else did we go through, Anika? Just some vocabulary, yeah, regarding
Mhm.
the neighborhood, like post office, supermarket, church, and so on. Okay, so
Yeah.
just a few of these things. A very important grammar lesson that you're going to take from here is using there are for plurals, there
Hmm.
is for singular. Okay, and remember your plurals with an S at the back. Okay, remember to pronounce the S at the back. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll have to say bye-bye now. And I
Okay.
hope to see you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day.
Have a great day. Bye.